Hi guys, I'm Steph. Welcome to my kitchen. I have a question I'd like to ask you. Do you care if I do these intros or not? They are always the hardest part of doing these videos, is getting in front of this camera, and I want to talk to you, but I hate being on camera. So if you don't want me to, if you don't care, let me know. Otherwise, I'll keep on doing it, okay? All right, to today's recipe. As you can see by the title, I'm making a pound cake. It's a recipe that I've had for 20 years or more, and it's, I don't know, it just comes out so well every time I bake it. So I thought I would love to share it with you and give it a try. You might like it too, okay? All right, here we go. I'll see you at the counter. Okay guys, here are the ingredients for the pound cake. 5 large eggs, or 1 cup, the zest of 1 lemon, 1 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 3/4 cup of flour, a teaspoon of vanilla, and in the bowl here I have 2 sticks of butter, and that is it. I will put the recipe ingredients down in the show more box, okay? The first thing I have to do is cream the butter, the vanilla, and the lemon rind. Once you've beaten your butter, your vanilla, and your sugar until they're nice and fluffy, then you put in the zest of your lemon. It's amazing the flavor that the lemon gives to this cake. It's not overpowering, but just absolutely wonderful. Okay, here we go with the eggs, one at a time. It's going to look like it's curdled, but that's perfectly normal for this recipe. Don't let that bother you. I understand that the original pound cake actually had a pound's worth of each ingredient, hence the name. This one doesn't. It only has a 1/2 pound of butter in it, and certainly less than a pound of flour. But I've made this many, many times over the years, and absolutely love it. It just comes out so beautifully. Last egg. And the last ingredient is the flour. And the recipe tells you just to measure out each individual portion and then add it all at once to the batter. So here we go. Here's the 1 cup of flour, 1/2 cup, and 1/4 cup. No sifting required. Alright, so let's just get this combined. Take a minute or so. It makes a lot of batter, but it makes a beautiful pound cake. What I have here is a 9 by 5 by 3 inch loaf. It's a non-stick surface. I buttered the bottom and the sides with a little bit of butter. And next, the batter will go in. If you are tempted to lick the beaters when you're all done mixing this, I give you permission. It's that good. Just spread it. Try to get it as even as you can. I have the oven preheated at 325 degrees, and this is going to bake for at least an hour, but test it about 3/4 of the way through with a toothpick. It is 20 after 4, and it's been about an hour and 20 minutes. So let's give it the toothpick test. How about right there? Okay, except for a couple little crumbs, it looks good to me. Has a nice resistance. So what I have to do now is let it set for about 10 minutes and then take it out of the pan and put it on the cooling rack and let it cool for a while. I love the color. It's very delicate. Okay guys, it's about 6 o'clock and I cannot wait any longer. So what I do is, after it's cooled sufficiently, I sprinkle on powdered sugar. Really, really generously. I love powdered sugar on this loaf. There you go. Alright, now I'm going to try cutting a slice and doing it left-handed or backwards for me. Alright. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Alright, let me put this over here. It is gorgeous. Can you see that? It's finely textured and dense, and the aroma is just that subtle lemon scent, and then the richness of the butter. It's wonderful. Okay, let me cut another slice. It's kind of awkward from this angle. If you can hear it, there's just the tiniest little bit of a crunch when I'm cutting through the crust, but that will, as you store it, you know, that will soften up a little bit. But even if you eat it as is, it's still wonderful. There it is. Here, look at that. Let me hold it up to the camera a little bit. It's a beautiful texture. When it cools off, you can cut it just really, really thin, like 1/4-inch slices. And if you make this, try to resist the temptation to put like whipped cream or strawberries or something on it, at least the first time around. Just eat it plain, maybe sometime when your palate is clean, and just, you know, not like after a meal, but just maybe mid-afternoon or something. Have it with a cup of coffee. It is absolutely wonderful, and I hope you like it. I'll be putting the recipe down in the show more box too, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you soon.